Hello everybody and welcome. I'm NegPrimer and we are jumping back into Wolfenstein II. We're about to... There we go. Um, there's a little bit of a problem I have with this game in that there's quite a long load-up sequence for this game. It takes more than 30 seconds to actually get to the title menu. So what we're going to do today is... or right now, I shouldn't say today because who knows how long this is going to actually take us. But we are going to do uh, the Enigma code missions for Venus and for New Orleans. Had to remember what it was. And in order to do that, I'm going to pull up... I'm sorry, I'm going to jump into this in a second, but I'm pulling up right now just the collectibles guide. And so the way we're going to do this is I'm going to go through and do the commander mission, and then before exiting, I'm going to go back to the beginning of the level and make sure I go through and get all the collectibles. And we're just going to kind of follow the collectibles guide for this. And I'm going to also try to find any and all readables that we can. And I'll read those out as well. So we're going to start with the confinement wall district, which I'm assuming is just that wall. Lakeview. So the order I have these in is confinement wall, ghetto, Bienville Street, Lakeview. So wall, ghetto, Bienville, and then Lakeview. It's a little bit out of order from what we've got here. But I kind of want to... I'm doing this to kind of keep it simple. Because that way I can keep track easily of everything that I've gotten, everything that I've missed, and so on. Oop. I do actually kind of like this minigame. It's not really... It's just simple pattern matching. It's not really high memory or anything like that. So I don't have too hard of a time talking while doing it or anything. Okay, let's go to New Orleans, the wall. So New Orleans, confinement wall, ghetto, Bienville, Lakeview. Okay. So presumably, it's interesting they don't show up in this order on the thing. Let's make sure of what we're missing. We are missing, we do have the, I almost kind of want to go in order of, I almost want to go back and do the upgrades that I'm missing first. Of course, I'm missing upgrades in all of these places except this one. Okay. So like I said, we'll go ahead and get started. And we'll just kind of play through normally to do this, and then like I said, I'll run back to the beginning of the level. The big concern is if there's any point where I think there might be a no going back. We can see where...
Listen, Blazkowicz. Uber Commander Otto Ackerman is located somewhere inside the wall. Security's tightened up since last time. Maybe try and find an alternate route inside. Grace out.
Try to find an alternate route. There's this huge open area. And the last game kind of did this, or when I came through here the first time, it was like this as well. It starts you outside and lets you kind of pick how you want to go in. Jimmy's postcard. Hope you're proud of me now, Papa. Tomorrow we ship off Scotland for the big fight. I will do my duty to protect this great country for you and Mama. When I get back, I hope you can look me in the eye and call me a man, Jimmy. From during the war. You can see there's a little bit of an effect of... I think this might be a point of no return, actually. So I kind of want to... I kind of want to go around and clear everything out. I'm also afraid of there being gators. So there's the record. Okay. That's interesting. I didn't really look at what I've already picked up. So I already picked up that star card. And like I said, I think once I go into this building, I'm going to have a hard time getting through. Some gold there. Take a quick look. Uh-oh. Alright, everybody, and we're back to where we were. I had a little bit of a crash there. Let's see if it's going to do it again. Nope, okay. So there's the alligator. And then the next thing does actually have us going inside. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just making sure that I'm doing things in a way that makes sense for collecting items. Ultimately, it would be great to make sure I've collected everything, including all the collectibles. But I don't know, there's not really any way to track that down all that well.
Das heißt bestimmt bald erst im Einsatz gefallen. Als ich ihn zuletzt sah, war er so glücklich über seine Modelleisenbahn.
What is going on? But like right here, I kind of just want to go through... Is that... Oh, god damn it. I couldn't tell what that was until it turned around and saw me.
Somewhere inside the wall. Security's tightened up since last time. Maybe try and find an alternate route inside. Grace out.
Let's go back in here and make sure it didn't drop the record again. But yeah, making sure I've got all the pickups is actually kind of a tall order. All the readables. They don't do anything to really mark off what region they're in or anything like that. The only way I could really figure it out is to, at some point, find a list online of all of them. Yeah, that's that. And then go from there. But like I said, I kind of want to go through this more or less like normal. And then it should actually mark a lot of the readables and everything off as pins. Kind of want to sit here and wait for it to come back. I don't know what happens if I try to attack these things from behind. But holy crap. It gets way out there. Make sure we give ourselves enough time. That calls a lot of attention. And I don't know if that's going to result in them knowing exactly where I am. Why is that? Oh yeah, they're throwing grenades in here. So that does result in them knowing where I am. Although it didn't set off the... Ah! Yeah, okay. So there's not really any way to do that other than just going in loud.
Located somewhere inside the wall. Security's tightened up since last time. Maybe try and find an alternate route inside. Grace out.
Say try to find an alternate route inside. Oops, wrong button. I keep thinking this is 7 for some reason. When it's 5.
Explosionszone, als die Bombe fiel. Das heißt bestimmt bald ist im Einsatz gefallen.
Als ich ihn zuletzt sah, war er so glücklich über seine Modelleisenbahn, die er zum Geburtstag bekommen hatte.
Ah! Where is this guy? Well, I might as well grab Terror Billy's execution rated highest TV hour in history. Televised execution of William Blaskowitz was the highest rated hour in TV history, with millions of viewers around the globe. The world, and especially the American territories, drew a collective sigh of relief as Terror Billy met his just end by the swift blade of General Ingle. Well, took her a couple hacks, but... trial and death of the world's most evil terrorist marks the end of a period of wanton violence and the beginning of the Reich's thousands years of peace. Our beloved Führer was announced that the day of Terror Billy's execution will be a national holiday called Justice Day. There will be a day of remembrance dedicated to everyone we have lost to the heinous crimes of agents of chaos, just like William J. Blaskowitz, said the Führer. Thought I heard something over there. This is 8. It's got to be up above me. Whoa. Ah, sorry, nose itches. Yes, I saw the pipe back there. But we're going to room on this. Ah, man. Yesterday I was having my problem with with my sinuses acting up. Today my nose itches like crazy. Guy's got to be like directly above me.
You never
Jeez.
cease to impress, Blaskowitz. Back.
I need to, with those guys, stop getting close to them. Alright, so we're going to stay in district.
Grace out.
General Ingle orders humanitarian aid actions for New Orleans. 22nd of July. For years, New Orleans has served as the American territories as a place where people can re-educate themselves to better serve the society of the Greater Reich. However, after Hurricane Greta devastated the city last September, health hazards and famine have struck the poor detainees living there. In response to the ongoing situation, General Engel ordered the humanitarian aid action teams would be sent into the city. Someday, I believe New Orleans will rise up and become a prosperous city that celebrates our beloved Führer. The cultural values of Greater Reich and all its people, said General Engel in a televised speech to the American territories. So, the developers of this game are Swedish. And I feel that bears mentioning because there's some localization errors in this. Oh, we caught him like a worm wriggling at the end of our hook. The biggest manhunt in history has ended. Shortly, I'll be interviewed on the Jimmy Carver show. There'll be parties arranged so you may watch television show live. I wish to thank you all for the work you've done in tracking down Terror Billy. Soon the terrorists will be defeated. They will scurry like rats. Like headless chickens without their degenerate leader, Hail Hitler, Frau Engel. So we actually, I actually want to go back down. To where we came in. Or nearby at least. Hello. Because I want to make sure I get all of the collectibles at least. And he does run up here and grab this one. Take a quick look at that. I like concept art. I actually will buy art books fairly regularly for games. Not as often as I'd like, because they cost money. Okay, well, let's... Sorry, that shows him... This video has him going upstairs. And I want to actually see if I can find all the readables and everything on this level. I think I've already done that, but it doesn't hurt to take a quick look over to see if anything pops. And I think we've covered that setting off those alarms. Doesn't really seem to do much of anything, destroying those alarms. Because you can see all those pins. This is all the next areas. I don't think I can even get to all of that. Reasonably certain they've blocked it all off. But you can see the pins are actually showing up. So let's run outside and see how many of those pins are available. Okay. So there's one in here on the right, one on the left. I'm pretty sure that's the gold and a postcard that I've already picked up. And the gold. On the other side of this wall. Another newspaper. Save America, 4th of January, 1949, New Orleans. Multiple sources within the temporary Nazi regime in Washington informs us that the propaganda ministry will roll out a new law called the Patriotic Speech Mandate tomorrow. The law is designed to rein in the news articles that could hurt the new regime's agenda to push their ideology on the American people. With the election system already having been dismantled and the Nazis purging of the Supreme Court judges, the new law is quiet on the death of the democracy's last bastion, the free press. We've been fighting to write the truth, even as our own government surrendered to the Nazis. Tomorrow, the newspaper, together with all others in America, will become mouthpieces for your Nazi oppressors. Do not trust it. In the defeat of the U.S. forces, we saw what could birth of local resistance groups. We at the newspaper fought the best way we could with ink and paper. Now, as they disarm us of our weapons, we ask that you do not give up on yours. Do not let this be the final chapter of the story of America. Light this hellish night on fire and create a new dawn for liberty. Organize, fight, endure. So a free and open press is an important value. It's included in the First Amendment. The First Amendment actually covers a lot of different things. I do have, personally, I do have a little bit of a problem in that I think that sometimes the press doesn't take its responsibilities seriously enough. When Obama was in office, the press didn't seem to do a whole lot of critical judgment, and then now that Trump's in office, they seem to be overly critical. Not to say that Trump is a good president or a bad president or anything in between. Like I said, leaving politics out of it, I just think that the press doesn't always understand their responsibility. In times of crisis, I would hope that they will, though. Joy's letter, May 29th, 1951, so 2 years after the takeover. Jonas, I'm just about fuming right now. Had a visit from a Reich representative yesterday. Old Roger's son, Bucky, remember him? That boy ginned up quick after the Germans took over. Anyway, he told me they would be claiming that all my farm for the Reich. Can you believe it, brother? All my beautiful alligators, they'll be gone before the end of the summer. They tell me there ain't nothing I can do about it. Frankly, I'm at wit's end here. They won't listen to me, these alligators. They're all I have in this life, for God's sakes. Listen, buddy, can I come stay with you for a while up in Washington? I know things haven't been right between us since Pa died, but the past is the past. Maybe there's a chance I get my business back again if I just go and talk to the right people in Washington. Or maybe you can help me out. I know you have money that from that shop business of yours. They won't do anything in New Orleans, will they? Right soon, brother. Joy. And then over on this bus, this double-decker bus, there's something as well. Let me... Nope. Kind of wanted to take a look underneath there. It's a two-story bus, so here we go. Here's another newspaper. Time is running out. 1948. Rescue operations to Manhattan have been paused due to... I thought the bomb was dropped in Manhattan 49. Rescue operations have been paused due to acute radiation sickness in the first responders, sources in Washington say. A large number of freight trains and trucks carrying medical equipment, food, and water are stalled 10 miles outside the city borders, waiting for the government to provide radiation protective suits. However, persistent rumors in Washington claim that authorities don't have a stockpile of the required equipment and were unprepared for an attack of this kind. Meanwhile, sources say survivors of atom bomb blasting had taken refuge in Manhattan subway stations, waiting for authorities to come to their rescue, but time is running out. Food, water, and even the air is highly poisonous from radiation. Meanwhile, the Germans are closing in on our shores. The next 48 hours will be crucial in their survival, yet there is no word on when rescue operations will resume. So a little bit harrowing stories. We'll go check this out too, although I'm reasonably certain that was just pointing out the record. Which is interesting. It doesn't, maybe I'm wrong about this, but it doesn't feel like there's any consistency to whether these pins mark off pickupable collectibles or just the readables. Maybe it's just certain ones like Max House's toys. Do need health. There's nothing back there. Jeez. No, drop it. I don't care. Moons, yeah. pile of bodies. Then we go up to the next floor. What does this show? There's one pin in like the middle of this. Star card. Would very much like to make sure that I'm picking up everything that I can. I'm kind of at the mercy of the mini-map. Or not the mini-map, because there is no mini-map, but the actual map. The map. See, and I want to look at that. Okay, I'm gonna have to watch this video again some more, I think, because I don't think that's all the collectibles from here. Commandant Sauer's note. Hermann. 7 zones are now marked as no-go due to heavy radiation from the terrorist atom bomb attack. Oberkommandant Ackermann ordered a quarantine protocol ensuring Zone 5C keeps within acceptable radiation levels. Ground surfaces and exterior walls are chemically cleaned as we speak, and no one else enters without a dosimeter. This will be our base of operations while securing all equipment and confidential material. Your duty is to remain within the wall and report radiation levels each hour. With a grid of measurements, we can stay on top of how the radiation spreads and predict the integrity of the base's quarantine. Oh, and apparently all the surviving ghetto Haftlings, I don't know what that means, subhumans would be my guess, escaped with the terrorists on their boat to their boat Ava's Hammer. So there's probably no need to waste any bullets. How's that go? Okay. So let me see where he goes. Star cards. He runs and grabs that middle star card. And then the weapon upgrade. And then Max's toy. I think that might be everything. Yep. So now we're gonna back out of here. That seems to be everything that we can find in this area. Sorry if it's, like I said, if it seems like I'm being like super methodical, it's only because I am. I just want to make sure I get everything that there is to get. And obviously this is, a lot of people are complaining about how short this game is, so I'm exhausting the entirety of everything. Like I said, I think there's really only one mission left after I do all this. So the next one is the ghetto, right? Yeah, ghetto district. And then we will see what all is there. In the ghetto. That is an Elvis song. Or there is an Elvis song called In the Ghetto. Man, I'm kind of glad there's not a whole lot of talk about Elvis these days. I feel like a lot of people would have problems with him. Thank God he died before all this stuff, the modern era. So this time I have to get everything. There's a single upgrade to pick up as well. Oh, but we're just gonna do kind of the same thing, just play forward until we get to a point that there's a no going back region, and then we'll clear out all the pins and all the upgrades and everything in that region. And yeah, I saw that there's a speed run of this game, that somebody beat the entire game in just over an hour, not less than an hour.
Uber Commander Victor Kruger has established his mobile command inside an abandoned charcoal grill.
I do want to see. Yeah, the pins do not show up on that. But oh well, I guess we know where we end, because it's back. This is the building we were just in the other mission. So we have some concept of how far backwards we can go.
He's attempting to reactivate the underwater mines around New Orleans. You gotta stop him. Grace out.
Oh shit, there's a Panzer Hunt there. Shit. Okay. Pick it up. Sometimes I don't know for sure that this weapon even works against that. One would think they would have made that fireproof, but I don't know if what I'm shooting out here is just fire or what. Jeez, come on. There's gold down here. Some grenades. So is that all the enemies in this region? I guess. very much wouldn't mind if this game, you know, marked points of no return and stuff like that, and also marked the pickups as we go along. Oh, I'm probably supposed to be going through this house. It originally dropped into here. There we go. And just out of curiosity. See, that didn't mark anything off. I think we'll have to go all the way to the end of the level before it actually marks things off. Although we'll keep an eye on when it does different things. Oh, there we go. So what's stomping around out here? It's one of those big guys, right? The stories tall ones. Postcard. Clan Leader Williams letter, 1949. My respected Frank, I understand you may disagree with many of the Germans' policies. Yes, they are socialists. That is a fact. But they believe in protecting the white race from moral rot and cultural degeneration. And frankly, they won the war. Time has come to pick a side. Now they've reached out to us in the clan to act as mediators between them and the American people to ensure stability during these trying times. I think we have to cooperate with them, or else something far worse could happen to us. Truth be told, why does it matter in the end? I think we can all agree that we have the same long-term goals in mind, which is to ensure that the white race of America has a prosperous and unending future. They've told me that the Church of the Reich, what remains the Catholic Church, is the only accepted religion within the Greater Reich, and as we all believe in the same God, I think that, although we may have to change our ways of worship somewhat, our way of life will still be the same, maybe even better. So again, I ask you to consider the New Orleans Clan's chapter's stance in this matter, because in the end, I think it would come down to two things: cooperate or perish. Yours, William Stevenson. Okay. So that's a little bit addressing kind of an issue I had, in that I don't think that the Klan and the KKK and the Nazis share an ideology at all. I mean, obviously, as it said there, they're both pretty terrible racists. But they are... Oop. Oh. I didn't think he'd have such a easy time getting me there. Yeah, like I said, KKK and Nazis, they're both white supremacists. But as far as other than that, they are dramatically different. And it looks like they are acknowledging that. Oh, hello. Don't really need to keep hitting people with this. I think we can all agree that both the KKK and Nazis can go to hell. I'm just thinking out loud, and really want to point out that they are two different ideologies based on the same idea of the white people being the supreme race. We actually kind of oversimplify that, actually. I guess oversimplify, but the truth of the matter there is that they don't particularly like Irish Catholics or anything else either. Neither group. A lot of times that stuff gets a lot of criticism because people think that you're trying to explain the plight of the Irish as being comparable to that of black slaves, and it's not the same thing, but they were still treated really poorly. Man, this is so washed out. Can barely see a damn thing. And then this is just basically go around here. And then there's one or two final areas. But so far we haven't come across any point of no return situations. There might be some enemies in here. I know I say there might be, I mean, there they are. Didn't hear something. I don't really understand the rules for when I can shoot and when I can't. That sound was me shooting you repeatedly, but it having no effect. I'm a bit concerned that this is going to turn out to be a point of no return. There is, of course, this thing over here, but it might not let me actually do anything with that. But you know what? There's not actually... Well, shit. I guess we'll chance it. Yeah, there's no commander here. So I'm gonna go around and clear everything out before I try to take on that big guy. Because then there's more people like this. Obviously, if I can get that guy without there being interference, that's preferable. Although now that we've like fully upgraded that one rifle, nobody's really posing too much of a threat. As long as I keep the amount of enemies I'm tangling with under control. That counted as a combat takedown, okay. Sorry, I heard breathing right there. Who said that? Damn it. See, I think they might have been the last two, so I think we're all good. And I just wanna... I want the map to tell me. That we're all done here. I wanted to put pins in everything. So it looks like there's going to be one more area here. These areas are not very consistent in size. But we have yet to come across a point of no return in this level, so that's something. There's a weapon upgrade. Go ahead and grab that. I don't think I can do anything with any of these. So what we got left, oops. Is weapons we aren't using very often. Okay. Pistol ammo. How do we get out of here? I mentioned this before, I'm not a super big fan of the lighting in this game. I thought we might actually make it easier by lowering some of the graphic settings, but it doesn't seem to have done any good. So let's just switch back. I mean, what is going on here? How am I supposed to... Was there something on the floor up? What am I missing, people? I don't see a hole in the ground I can crawl through. I don't see... It's not showing me any kind of wall I can break through. Oh, there is a hole in the wall back here. Those crates were in the way. Don't, note to game designers, don't hide your... the paths forward. And then... So there's this, and then there's another area. If memory serves, it's through one of those buildings over there. Okay. It wouldn't let me in the water to swim. Can I get over here? Do I want to get over here? No, I don't. Ugh. Come on. Kill as many as we can before we switch over to heavy weapons. Heard a whistle there, but I think that was just a sound cue. There's Panzerhund out there. What is going on?
Untersystem 044 ist endlich einsatzbereit.
All right, Blazkowicz. Let's keep this revolution going. Grace out.
Okay. Now, just out of curiosity, all those other areas, not seeing any pins. Got Max's toy and a star card at the end there. Jeez. Maybe it's killing all the enemies in the entire level that does it. Are there any enemies left? No? You're also not showing any pins. And I know that can't be right. Damn it. This is a longer level, so going all the way back to the beginning and following a guide is going to be kind of a pain. I'm finding a bunch of stuff, too. Great Wall of New Orleans finished 1952. Following a glamorous inauguration ceremony yesterday, the Great Wall of New Orleans was officially opened. Many famous generals, celebrities, and ministers of the regime attended the audience. This wall is a protection for ordinary citizens of the American territories, said the head architect Sebastian Williamson during his inaugural speech, which received a rousing standing ovation from the audience. To keep the virus of terror and malice away from the public so everyone can carry on with their lives in peace, knowing that we are building a better future for us and for the Greater Reich. Okay. Like I said, we seem to have killed everybody and done everything we could. There's no way onto that bus, apparently. Nope. Health pack. Darkness. So dark. I know I've been up here, but I don't recall if I ever really looked around. Hold E to inspect. Resistance firefighters note. Firefighter. You're not taking me alive, you evil Nazi motherfuckers. If there is a hell, you will roast on Satan's fire spit for eternity, you pathetic assholes. Fuck you. T. Stained with big blotches of blood. So someone no doubt wrote that as they were dying. And yeah, I really don't know what the criteria is for putting pins in the map. But I guess we'll go back to where we came in. I don't know how you'd even be able to tell if there was something in here. Maybe I'm wrong and I did pass over an enemy at some point. Oh. I don't know, like I said, in the past I've gone and done a lot of this stuff on its own. But I figure since I actually have to do these missions, I might as well do it all in one go. Oh, damn it, that's right. Is there? Ah, come on with this lighting. Nope, I don't care. Thrilling action, I'm sure. Like I said, here's kind of a... Oh, yep, that was a point of no return. Damn it. Okay, well, I guess in that case, let's... Probably gonna have to reload this. But I might as well get all the stuff that I can get for this area first. So let's see. Where? Sorry, I'm trying to go through this video and figure out where I popped in to things. But it's kind of hard to keep track. Okay, so this... Alright, go through that house. Yeah, that's fine. For some reason in this video, they're actually fighting through some of these areas. Okay, jumps down. He goes into this one, I believe. Yeah. Some cool pictures. Oh, I like that one. And then he goes and does something that I can't do. He breaks through this wall back here or something. It's hard to tell. Man, the lighting in this is so harsh, man. But I think he basically ends up on the other side of this. And then, something else blinking back there. But I can't tell what it is. I guess that helps. It's just a radio. So did I pick up star card 51? Yeah, okay. Okay. Then he walks over here, picks up this upgrade. was over here. He just walks through this door. How is that door open for him? Maybe because he doesn't have this? I don't know. That seems weird to me that you would do that. Yeah, you can't do that, buddy. I already tried that. I don't care. Just get out of the water. No? Okay, come on. Game, don't do this in games. Don't have people swim really slowly through the water. Nobody likes it. Hate how it does that. I think I got the card that was there. With concept art or whatever. Star card, yeah. And then he goes out here. Picks up the one that was there. Comes out here. And then inside this bus, or underneath the bus. Okay, whatever that is. And then on this back shelf, and his toy, and that's it. Yep, that's it. Okay, so I wish I knew why it wasn't marking stuff up on the map. Seriously, does there seem like if somebody knows, there doesn't seem to be any consistency to what sets that off and what doesn't. You know what I'm saying? I would very much like to know what it is. Oh, that's me playing. I switched back over to the Twitch stream. Yeah, I also don't know. They put a point of no return right smack dab in the middle of the level for some reason. Almost feels like this should have been split into two different areas, doesn't it? Alright, well I was looking to see if I could find like an alarm or anything, but there doesn't seem to be any alarms that I could shoot and maybe get everything. And otherwise I'm kind of at the mercy of just when it decides to wake up to actually show me where everything is, and I'm not going to just keep wandering around for that. Let's actually look at the extras and see what we're missing for this area. So gold's 34. which means gold 35, gold's 34, gold 33 I have. A new body. Star cards, Ghetto District 52. Yeah, okay. So we're gonna have to actually jump out and then come back in here. That's a bit frustrating. It's gonna make this take a lot longer than it needs to be. Loading. Oh. See, he starts. It's underground. So you can see. That blew up the car too. Oh. So that shows him picking up the gold that's right there. For the most part, each one of these upgrades doesn't really open you up to a new area. Wait, what did he do? Did he not do what I think he did? He grabbed that. And then... Oh no, he didn't. He went... Damn, dude, it is black as hell. Okay, he turned around, went running up there. Came back over here. Run through this. Aha! Huh? Oh. He then... God damn. I hate how it does this. So he... I have to watch what he does because he's going through doors that don't open. Presumably because he has a different upgrade. He is the one that you can smash through things. And then he climbs this stairwell. Okay. So yeah, he's doing things I can't do. Frustrating. Because he goes up this. One more, I think. Maybe? Seriously, game? So damn pitch black, I can't see a thing. Oh, it's that one, okay. It's incredibly frustrating. I don't know why they think it's okay to have these pitch black areas of their game. That's not something that makes sense in a title like this. Okay, and then he goes back in that alleyway. And there was one on this bench. And then Gold's 33 was on the ground there. Star card 52. Okay, so star card 52 is the last thing, which is in that round part inside a double-decker bus. Okay, well, we're gonna have to fight our way through for this one star card. I can't really see you all that well over there. Shit! God damn it! And I thought that guy was the last enemy left too, but it's perfectly fine. That's fine. Screw you, game. A little bit of clipping there. I don't suppose I can do anything as simple as just sneak through here. I can try to run through and grab that card. Okay. Hey, that does work. Presumably. I guess I'll have to check to make sure I have star card 52 in my inventory. Who is messaging me at midnight? 1 second, let me grab my phone, people. Okay, it's an email from student loan stuff. Letting me know they're gonna start charging me. Okay, and then after the ghetto district comes the Bienville Street station. So yeah, I don't know. I wish it'd be kind of it's kind of an interesting way of getting it so you come back to these areas. But I do kind of wish you could just come back to these areas without having to worry about doing a mission or anything like that. Okay. See, look at how that map's clearing up. Don't have like the Montana, Wyoming area. Montana, Idaho, Montana, Wyoming, North and South Dakota. This one, so there's 2 upgrades here. I'll have to keep a closer eye this time if I think, like I said, if I even think that something's not going to be or is going to be a point of no return type thing, then I'm going to stop and find everything I can. And then if not, all the better.
Blazkowicz. Let me tell you about this Uber commander. His real name is Daniel Eckstein, but everyone knows him as the Butcher of Boston. A real mass murderer. Sadistic son of a bitch. Find his ass and deliver some justice for the people of Boston. Grace out.
Überkommandant Eckstein macht mir Angst. Seine Augen.
I apparently missed this entire room before. Well, that definitely looks like a point of no return. But there is actually an exit this way too. Which shows that it's not. Unless we're gonna get down there and it's gonna be like, nope, you totally can't use that ladder. There was a guy there a second ago as well. So which way did he go? I think maybe when I came in here originally, I came that way. It's a bit hard to tell because it all looks the same. And when I ran through here, I basically just followed these arrows. Which I'm sure I've talked about this plenty on this channel. I'm actually not a big fan of using actual legitimate arrows in level design. I think it's kind of lazy. My heart is filled with doubt. At least my heart is filled with doubt. Voices of the dead from my time in Camp Boston are haunting me in my sleep. I have always been convinced that my actions were just. The subhumans deserved what they got. I've been called Butcher of Boston, and it has made me proud. A pride of such strength, it was only surpassed by my love for you. But since you died, my heart has weakened. I don't know, maybe it began when Johann was born? Maybe in this weakened state, poisonous ideas worked their way inside, casting doubt on my life's work. I've risen in rank since I lost you. Granted access to classified information. I've learned things that break my heart. These glorious machines of war at our disposal. Technological superiority of our military comes not from the genius mind of the Fuhrer, as we've been told. It has been stolen, plagiarized from our worst enemy. What does that say about us? Does that make us the subhumans? What if Terror Billy's not an agent of Satan, but sent by God to punish us? What if we deserve it? I think I must face the fact that I'm no longer doing this work because I believe it is good and just, but for the love and respect of the men under my command. I am lost. I wish I could hear your voice. You are my rock. Note has a stamp of the Uber commander on it. Well, so, buddy, I hate to break it to you, but you're the bad guy. That's a toy. Oh, hey! So that's the upgrade that lets you break through walls and everything. So I now have that in addition to everything. Um, okay. I didn't ever grab a map of this area, so I don't really know where I'm supposed to go. Or anything. There's nothing really guiding me along here either. I would love to have some concept of where I am, where I'm going. So those guys are... I thought those might be the robots that were powered down. But those are not. Those are full-on guys. Hey, there's a newsletter back here. Paris Jack is back. Louisiana's most renowned clarinet player is returning for a gig at New Orleans club All That Jazz, Saturday at 8 p.m. Paris Jack himself seems jazzed up. That's not a... jazzed up in anticipation of the evening. My first ever time jam session was on stage was at All That Jazz. So returning there together with the Catalan band feels a bit like coming full circle after all these years. New Orleans' small, dark, smoke-filled clubs is where I grew up as a musician. Paris Jack was born in New Orleans and started playing the clarinet when he was just 8 years old. Music is a place I go to find true peace. Sometimes something the world is in dire need of these days. So let's see if we can sneak up around and kill this commander. Or if this is just going to get my head shut off. I also heard one of those dog things around here. I did come through here at one point. Oh, this is nothing. Just like I suspected. Okay, I don't... Can I hit these guys? Let's go back underground. So those guys, we'll see what happens if stuff just keeps pouring out of them forever, or if Uh, or if eventually they like run out or whatever. I don't know. This just goes back out to where I was. Okay. This whole area is very unwelcoming, I'm finding. I'm not really sure where anything goes. There's not really a whole lot of guidance going on. When we were here before, we were on the dog, and so we were just kind of running without paying attention too much. They're still draining. I can hear that dog, and my only thought is that it must be up above us. Up there. Which means now I have to figure out how to get up there. Sounds like it's directly above me, as opposed to right next to me, like it sounded like earlier. Is that? Yeah, that's an enemy dog. Cool. So what I'm gonna do they hit a tiny little curb. Wait a second. I thought, okay, cool, I can get like maybe an environmental cooldown and a grenade kill at the same time.
Blazkowicz, let me tell you about this Uber commander. His real name is Daniel Eckstein, but everyone knows him as the Butcher of Boston. A real mass murderer. Sadistic son of a bitch. Find his ass and deliver some justice for the people of Boston. Grace out.
Well, this time, this guy sounds like he's coming around. Maybe we should have a sit down with him. Show him the error of his ways. This is something I wish more people would pay attention to. Is that, like I said, the Nazis were just people. They were people with really horrible ideas. They were not some crazy monsters any more than any of us is capable of. So that's interesting. I didn't ever use that last time around. And it's also, once World War II is over, we didn't just go around killing every single Nazi. We did the Nuremberg trials. We tried those who are most responsible for everything. And then we separated the people who knew what was going on and what didn't, and no, we weren't like it wasn't all perfect, and not all of the guilty got punished, unfortunately. But you can't. We don't want to punish innocent people either. Oh, holy crap! I didn't even notice that guy up there before. I do want to kill. This guy. Okay, let's not mess around this time. Oh shit. Where the hell did you come from? What the hell is going on? Oh, come on. Hold on a second. Damn it, I couldn't see what that was. It was up and down too quickly. Okay. Now, where are we in relation? Well, let's start simple. How do I get up there? How do I get up to where his card is? Can I? Ugh. Well, I have ramshackles. Oh, is that just from me running into things? Is that what caused that little freak out on the damn thing? Then we saw this. Was there any way up that I missed out? Because how do I get up to that platform? Whatever. We'll watch the video and see if there's any reason to do it at the end of this. This is not a giant disaster. I totally know what I'm doing. It's another Panzerhund. There's nothing in the way of cover. There's a doorway over there. Maybe that can give me something. And again, maybe it's just a doorway. Okay. Oh, 5. Jesus.
Blast I have never been more proud to be part of the resistance.
Good thing I kept my distance,
Perhaps
huh?
now the people of Boston can finally rest in peace. Brace out.
Whew, okay. Well, no chance to talk to him. I just wanted to... make you a good guy, buddy. Man, I would love to have the map of this area at least. It's a book, Ghetto Halflings, Jennifer's Diary, 1951. Jesus Christ, it's hot. Middle of the night, but feels like noon. Sweating like a pig. Place is quiet. Germans are asleep. Drank themselves into a stupor, causing a ruckus. Can smell the stench of beer from here. I put on my other face. Continued to be helpful to the Germans so they don't shoot me or do something worse to me. Some of the others go too far. I heard them speaking, groveling, ratting people out. Just like back home. Just like the turncoats who did anything not to get sent here. It's disgusting. Maybe they like the feeling of being treated like they are superior to others, even though we are all slaves to the Führer now. I know what they are, traitors, spineless traitors. We've been ordered to work on a great wall that will span the entire city perimeter. The Nazis say they will create a safe zone for detaining people that have been misplaced, for our own protection. No, it's dangerous to write all this down, but I have to, for my own sanity. I have a good hiding place. If they find this, they will shoot me for sure. Like so many others, they have shot. Above all, I believe it's important to document all the atrocities the Germans are committing and will commit. That's it for today, Jennifer. That's her hiding place? Or does that mean they found it? Why? Why does this go back all the way here? There's the map. They could call attention to these things. I don't know. Again, I feel like I do feel like I'm nitpicking sometimes. But it's kind of been further ingrained in me. As a designer. Okay, and then we're gonna have to go all the way back to the beginning. Maybe not all the way back, but back a ways. I thought I saw something pop there, but it's probably just the light. It's kind of what I mentioned though, I really want them to reserve certain colors for use for pickups and UI elements and stuff like that. I got the ramshackles now. All those places I was complaining about him going in the video that I'm not able to go, that might all be different now. What's the last one? Like stilt walking? Okay, well let's go back. Let's actually... Okay, Benville Streets. I got the toy here. That was in the sewers. Records. It's in the Lakeview. Oops. 35 and 36 on the concepts. Quite a few of these star cards. And then 1 gold. Alright, well let's just go back all the way to the sewer. And then we'll start the video from that. And I'm missing 1 star card, right? So star card 55. 57, 58. Alright, well, I'm gonna just put on that video then. As soon as I get out here, so I have a good idea of where I am. There's a stairway over there. Oh no, wait, never mind. That's the stairway I come in. Uh-huh. Okay, well, let me take a look at this for the Benville Street District. Extras. Star card 59. I got. Concept art 37. I got. Gold 37. I got. The weapon upgrade. Max's toy. Concept art 36 is the first one. So in the sewers. Coming out here. Go in. Yeah, where are you going, buddy? Where are you going? It's just running around in circles right now. This is not the greatest tutorial. What are you doing, buddy? You've been in this room for like 5 minutes now. Start 36 is back upstairs. Okay. So he has it back up here. Yeah, he literally in this room like checked every corner and run around. And it's like, oh, I thought you were doing this because you knew where you were going. It shows him jumping up here. Then which ladder? So I guess now we know how to get up to where that guy was. Because he was right here. Then climbed, ran across. Presumably jumped down here. Came back down again. Let's go ahead and recharge this. And then ran back around. Side. Hold on. Commandant Spears notes, 1961. He had some very interesting thoughts, or not he had, just had some interesting thoughts today during the security inspection round. Should probably be somewhere in Chapter 3, Human Psyche of the American People. The human psyche is astonishing in its adaptability. We've atom bombed these people, killed their sons and husbands and fathers on the battlefield, eliminated scores of undesirables and degenerates, dissolved their democracy institutes, yet so many of them turned around after the Liberation War ended. Is almost too easy. The technology the Asmerser was, of course, an effective, not ineffective, instrument in this. hunting down terrorists, bombing cities that harbored them, and so on. This city, New Orleans, was probably one of the few places where resistance was toughest. It is astonishing how they threw themselves at our gun for a foolish cause. But even before the Liberation War ended, we saw many Americans jumping over to our side, and then more followed. Many just learning to live with the situation. They became loyal to the Reich. They started informing on their friends and family. At this point, they're no longer submitting to the new order out of fear. No longer only submitting out of fear, they've actually accepted it as the new normal. So I wonder how shallow are our deepest convictions. Hey, another weapon upgrade. Shockhammer, comp pistol. So comp pistol, machine pistol are the only ones left. Can hold up and fire 3 grenades in a rapid sequence. Commit polls e-post. General Haas, I seek advice on the Ku Klux Klan as per your orders. I've utilized them as tools for the, shall we say, messiest operations. I know that the KKK were recruited during the Liberation War to function as blunt tools, sledgehammers, not scalpels, as you so eloquently put it. The problem is that they are simply dull beyond belief. I always end up having to clean up after their mistakes, and I'm quickly reaching the end of my patience. How do you suggest I improve my control over these morons? Commandant pull. Concept arts. Let's see what this video shows us. Coming in here. He comes in here to get that concept art, which I already did. He's having a hard time of it, too. Okay. He comes back out here. Uh-huh. Yeah, that's a building. Yep, I already went in here and picked that up. Oh, that's weird. Awkward little jump there. Where are you going, buddy? Make sure I get this. Yeah, huh? Gold. Then inside one of these cars is the last thing. So yeah, grab that gold. And then you come out. Inside that car. See, it's just pictures of people in, like, t-shirts at this point. And then let's go through the extras and make sure we caught everything that's not in the Lakeview district. Lakeview, Lakeview, Lakeview. Lakeview, Lakeview, Lakeview. Death cards in the Lakeview. That's in the Lakeview. Okay. So this is all optional. It's worth saying these missions as a whole are optional. You don't have to come kill these commandants, period. Let alone root through the areas as much as I am, because this has taken a while, obviously. Oh, that got us Wyoming and South Dakota. Now we need to go unlock. We need to go unlock Lakeview District. Actually, you know what? Wolfenstein II. Because I found those ramshackles. So sorry, hold on one second. I want to see if there's a way to get all three of them. How to get contraptions. Battle Walker location. Talk to Barbara Casey on Ava's hammer in the central. Near the lower opening to the helm.
Captain, I need some help.
What do you need?
Vitos, Captain Blaskovici, stay on the platform.
This is different. Okay. If this is a whole other area, I might have to figure out how I'm going to cut this up.
It's been in shambles since the Austerlitz attack. But although Fitun entrances are blocked by debris, can't even get in there. Come with me and clear the entrances. I really don't want to let it race down. This whole day has been from Earth. I know you have extra sisu from your ramshackles contraption, so hopefully you can find a way to ram through the debris.
Oh, okay. So this is since I picked up the ramshackles. Okay, well, how do I get over there? What? What am I missing? What is going on? Okay, I couldn't jump off the edge there. I had to go over across the pipe.
Keep going, Captain! Away, whatever is blocking the...
Yeah. So there's probably going to be some enemies of some sort in here.
You can do it! Captain, Sisu!
Was that it?
Captain Blaskovici. No, I just want to figure out how to get this place organized. Thank you for your help, Captain. I wonder if Grace will let me build a sauna in here.
So is this okay? So this is more like the training area for that. Unlocked the upgrade. Regenerate armor. That's cool. Talk to Barbara Case on the Evis Hammer in the central area near the lower opening to the helm. So let's look for Barbara Casey. But I get this one on Venus.
I know not where this arm is received.
Oh, she's on the lower level. I'm on the top level. Why did she take me up to the top level that time? Okay, so Barbara. Barbara Casey.
Didn't even know a man's arm could just up and go missing. I look out for
As writer, I have habit of observing people. I have observed our friend, Max. I see big sadness inside of him. Whatever we can do to help him is good. I know Max has love of toys. Maybe you keep eye open for toys when you're out fighting Nazis?
Yeah, I've been doing that.
Do this for Max, Mr. Blazkowicz.
Central area near the lowering opening to the helm.
Sorry, buddy. Ain't seen Fergus's arm anywhere.
So who is Barbara Casey? And where is she? Because she's not here. Let's see if we can't find Barbara Casey. Because she's not where it's telling me to go find her.
When I speak to Fergus at party, both arms were attached to shoulders.
Bonjour, cher. Any luck with your search? Nothing to contribute, I'm afraid.
Still just pouring down her huh?
Looking for Fergus's arm, mister?
No, I'm not. I'm pretty sure I have his arm right now.
Damn it, Fergus. Why you always gotta be losing your arm?
Servus.
Oh, hi.
Oh, Barbara.
Fergus arm? I ain't seen it, bro.
There's someone up here. Fanny?
I'm not one to pry. No, it's Fergus's arm. He was so mad at that arm. But he left it. I sadly don't know.
Look that the baby's in here, but Claire's nowhere to be found. Where the hell?
Fergus's arm.
No?
No, I can't say that I've seen it. See, I speak with Fergus. He was very drunk, Capitan.
No, Signore. I see Fergus talk to Maria. Sei gegrüßt.
Well,
I haven't seen Fergus's arm, guy. Just
I'm not looking for Fergus's arm. I'm looking for Betty. Maybe I can't go get it until after we've completed the game. Maybe then she'll be there?
You looking for Fergus arm?
No.
I heard he had some quarrel with that beautiful French dog.
I appreciate everybody chipping in. I can't even find Barbara.
Sail on, guy.
Hello, Billy la Terreur.
It's gonna be in like literally the last place. I go to. Miriam, Angela. There's not someone down here, is there? Actually, don't think I noticed the professor either. You're not in my room or anything, are you?
I ain't seen Fergus's
Ida.
But when a pig goes missing, first place I look for is.
There's a bunch of people missing, actually. I don't know where Bombate went. Oh. His toy is almost full. Still missing 3, I think.
So, you were a teacher?
Zena,
Yeah.
Hattie,
Well, sorry, Fergus's arm
Blaney.
on his body, I suppose.
Yeah, I did that. There's a bunch of people missing.
Dearling Captain.
Unless she's in the pantry over here for some reason. Nope, okay. Well, I believe the,
Greetings, Mr. Terrabilly.
so even Sigurd is not there anymore. All the main characters are missing, that's for sure. Well, this next mission doesn't require that I get those. Doesn't have those in it either. Those are in Venus Transportal, so maybe we'll save that for last. Oh, Lakeview. We still got 12. I don't know how this is gonna work out. Because we're still missing quite a few. We aren't gonna have enough Enigma codes to do all this. So we might have to grind out some Enigma codes, maybe? Is a possibility. And I can do that by going back into these missions and killing them. All figuring out which is the one we really need. Okay, so Lakeview. Let's double check just right outside that it didn't pop her up. Nope, okay. Maybe it was a problem because What's-Her-Face was sitting out here on the platform. So maybe it didn't have her show up. Okay, didn't get anything out here either. Might call it quits a bit after this mission, but we'll see how long this takes. Real quick before I do. Oh, that's nothing. Damn it. I was hoping that was something worthwhile. I got an email. I got a update on something.
Blazkowicz, Uber Commander Albert Groza has been sent in to salvage parts from that big-ass battle robot you fucked up. Track Groza down and put the hurt on him. Grace out.
Warum zum Teufel sind wir hier, Mann? Warum? Ich bin Kämpfer, kein Schrotzer.
We do have a map for this area. Come over here, there's a star card. Oh, yep, this is that building I had to climb, I think. Oh, come on, no. Get... Damn it, no! God damn it. The damn camera seems to have actually gotten worse. From the first game. I don't like that I'm constantly going into the light, it seems like in this game. I feel like as far as lighting is concerned, this is a decision that like a technical designer or an artist made, with no input from the level designer. Not to be an asshole, but it seems like a level designer would have had something to say about entire areas of their level being just completely washed out. It seems like somebody came through and polished after the fact. Okay, and then let's actually let's see what he does. We'll try it a little bit different here rather than running all the way back to the beginning. We'll make sure each section I clear out is complete. Because he ran over here, grabbed that card. He goes into here. Huh. Good call. And then, yep, right in front of that there was a card. Concept art, which was inside the house here. And then the weapon upgrade. Aha! See, I would have missed that entirely. I think the machine pistol then will be the only thing I have left. So there's 2 more. Nail gun, drum magazine. Record number 8. Where are you going? Oh. Got that.
Es gibt ein Haus in Neu-Berlin, man nennt es Haus Abendrot.
I would like this. This would be really awesome if they would actually have like a translation, because I don't know if it's the same or if it's different. Are we listening to a completely new song? Let's make sure. Start card 61, okay. So we did this once. Okay, and then let's clear this area out. Who is screaming?
you blast
Oh,
Colossus.
hey, I actually got him
I'll
with
let
that.
Horton know you still looking out for New Orleans.
That's pretty great.
Race
That was
out.
just a random throw. I didn't know that he was back there. That's pretty awesome. Okay, so now watch this. I came up out of here. There was a stock card at one point on that. Stock card there. What are you doing? Overcommand Gross E-Post 61. Sir, this mission was a mistake from day one. I'm not pleased to be saying I told you so, but the outcome is just as I suspected. Citadel units J116UU2 suffered a complete mechanical breakdown, resulting in explosive self-destruction. We're sifting through the debris, uncovering all parts belonging to the units, but every man under my command can see that this Citadel unit is far beyond repair. I have been forced to give many pep talks to the men in an attempt to lift morale, but my words are hollow and my men will not be deceived. Time has come for me to request reassignment to a more meaningful mission. Military will have to find another way to cut costs. This one is a dead end. Okay, what else is there? Little rocket ship. Okay, so that should be everything. We should now have everything in New Orleans. So we're missing 3 Venus, 1 in Venus, 3 toys in Venus, bunch of star cards, a bunch of gold, and there's 3 regions on Venus. So what is this overview? 18 of 18, 10 of 10, 2 of 2, 10 of 10, 2 of 8. Oh, that's interesting. So it doesn't... they need to put more effort into this. I could just do this. It's not updating when I hover over it, only when I actually do the thing. So missing 5 readables in New Orleans. 4 in Manhattan. 14 on the Osmerzer. I'm going to assume that maybe we return to the Osmerzer. And 7 on the Evos Hammer. Let's see, New Orleans. Let's run around here real quick and see if we can't find these 3. See if they aren't in this area. We won't spend very long on it. I just want to take a look and see if they're in this area specifically. be pretty great if things... Oh, look! They showed up on the map. Awesome. Since they showed up on the map, I'm gonna go get them. Oh boy. Nothing under here, okay. Yeah, so that's where the boat came up. Let's see, there's a readable here. Unknown ghetto. Paul has told me the character of a man is illuminated in his darkest hour. Am I illuminated now, Paul? Am I all that I hoped you would be? Joshua, I'm not a monster. I did what I did to save my kids. If you'd been in my position, wouldn't you have done the same? I hear you screaming, Joshua. I hear you. The commandant is coming any minute. I think he's bringing my kids with him. I'm sure of it. Oh. And then he was probably killed. Celebrating Mardi Gras raises spirits for New Orleans. Preparations have begun for this year's Mardi Gras celebrations on February 10th in New Orleans. All around the city, people are working on their costumes and building elaborate floats that will be displayed on the parade. I've been attending each and every Mardi Gras there's ever been since they started in 1895, and I sure ain't gonna miss this one, says Edith Lafleur, a local school teacher who's also the oldest woman in the city. Tomorrow she'll turn 101 years old, and says that the only birthday gift she wants is for her grandsons to come home from the war in Europe. Congratulations, Edith. You're a swell gal. Mayor Terrell Hill promises this year's parade will be the biggest one. Yeah, it's not biggest on, like it says there. Citizens of this great city need a bit of light in these dark times. Free World is fighting against a great enemy that seeks to destroy our way of life. Let us show them that the spirit of New Orleans is alive and stronger than ever. She wants her grandson. Okay, I was about to say her son. She's 101. Go all the way back to the beginning and inside that initial building. Give me the ability to jump. E's postcard. Dear Satnin, here I sit in a dingy hotel thinking of you, Mother. You're what keeps me going through these lonesome days. I try to show what I'm capable of, but these German producers tell me I sing weird. They think I'm too influenced by the darker side of American music. I'll be home soon to see you, Mama. All my love, E. Satnin. Is that supposed to be an Elvis reference? The darker side of American music? And it's just signed E. Alright. So yeah, we even got all the readables in that area. I'm just missing 2 readables from this whole area. Alright, so yeah, I'm gonna call it quits there. We'll do another stream, we'll see how I'm feeling in a bit, but we'll maybe come back on later today. I said today, it's 1:30 in the morning, but in a few hours maybe we'll come on and do another round. But alright everybody, If you actually made it all the way to the end of this, please go ahead and check out my YouTube channel. Let's check and see if she made it back out here. Nope, 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 nope. Okay, no Barbara. But yeah, check out my YouTube channel, check out my Twitch channel, whatever you're not watching this on. Sign up for updates. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you on the next stream.